Mass Movement in the spotlight.
All right, tonight we are so lucky to be joined by Rita Ora. How are you?
Hi, Joe. I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. You are glowing. I love it.
Thank you. Well, I mean, I'm happy you're saying that because I just got off like a 30-hour flight, so thanks.
And I see you're chowing down some food, and I was looking on your Twitter, and you had mentioned In-N-Out Burger, that you ordered off the secret menu, which seems to be a big deal for people in the UK.
It's such a big deal because who has a secret menu? Like, what is that about? That's just like an In-N-Out cult. Secret cult. It's like animal style, double, you know, fries with cheese on top, milkshake, and a soda.
No, it's pretty badass. That's how we roll in America.
It's so good. Is it good one in Boston?
No, unfortunately, just a West Coast thing.
Oh, okay.
But we have airplanes and stuff, so I survive.
Yeah, exactly.
So I want to talk about America versus the UK because originally your song, you have this massive party anthem, How We Do, was going to be called Party and Bull.
Yeah.
But for the States, you kind of toned it down a little. Do you find that radio here is a little more tame than, say, the BBC?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's definitely different. I mean, firstly, you guys have so many more radio stations than us. We only have a few. America's so big, and the fact that you guys have a radio station in every city, like Radio 1 and BBC, it kind of goes through a lot of cities like Manchester, and it kind of broadcasts all over. So it's a bit easier doing a radio promo over there than it is over here. I don't think they're that different. They follow the same blueprint, you know, the playlists But I think that one thing that I feel like our radio is easier at is I think we have a bigger variety of different genres on one radio station. Like, you know, we'd play Jay-Z and Kanye and then you'd hear a Coldplay song next. You know, it's very nice to do that.
Nice. Yeah, every time I listen, that's my favorite thing about it because you're right. It'll go from something like you to Nero, Tiny Temper, then to like Kesha. Like, it's so bizarre.
That's how I love listening to music. I mean, I grew up listening to so many different genres of music, so...
Well, part of your hook comes from a Notorious BIG song.
Yeah.
But when that came out, I think you were like 2 years old. So was that kind of the music that your parents would rock in the crib for you?
No, that was just me growing up and starting to love music. I just kind of magneted myself to like 90s music in a whole. It wasn't just hip-hop 90s, it was everything, like from Total to like R&B to Destiny's Child to TLC to Biggie, of course. And so, yeah, some people are a bit like, how does she know about that? But it's just, if you're a fan of music, you know what I mean?
So you have a line in your song I want to ask you about. You get that drunk sex feeling. You know, I was under the impression that sex is good no matter how intoxicated you were. So what's so special about drunk sex?
I think that everybody has their own variation of a drunk sex feeling, but I feel like it's something that everybody does and nobody talks about. And I don't want to go in detail, but it does feel a bit different than having sober sex.
Well, this song is obviously inspired by just crazy party atmosphere. What party in your life could you say that this song sums up?
Well, when I first heard it, you know, when I recorded and I listened to it back, all I thought about was a barbecue, summer, the rooftop down, having a few beers with your friends. I think it's just one of those kind of summer jams.
And I think it's a little ironic. You have this song about partying, but with all the radio promo tour you're doing, I feel like you go to bed around the same time as my grandma.
It's true. I mean, well, recently I haven't really had a lot of time to go out, but I'm off tomorrow, so I'm going to definitely do something tonight.
Nice. Well, let's check out your song now. Why don't you introduce it for everyone?
Yeah, I would love to. Hey, what's up? This is Rita Ora, and this is my song, How We Do.
Putting the world's biggest stars at your fingertips. The Mass Movement with Joe Bermudez. Join the movement now at massmovementradio.com.